Hey YouTubers, welcome back to professional video production on a shoestring budget. Today I wanted to talk to you about interview techniques, interviewing people in the field for your documentary or for your corporate style video. That's a different kind of a technique, but if you're, just some different ways to get a good interview and to get good sound. I've talked about this before in some of the audio segments, how I shoot interviews when I'm doing, especially for a run and gun approach. But I've done this for documentaries too, with really good results. And this is something that you can do if you don't have a wireless mic, or if you're just in a hurry, you don't have time to get the wireless mic on your subject. But what I do, this is my 1000U that I'm just using for the demonstration. But these are a shoulder mount camera, which actually makes this, it's quite comfortable to do this kind of a technique, because the camera's balanced on your shoulder. But I do this with my V1U as well, my Sony V1U. The camera's only about 3.5 pounds, so it's pretty light just to hold the camera up with one hand. But what you do is, so you get set up with your windsock on your nice shotgun mic, and this way here, you just hold it. You get the mic off the camera, and you can hold it out, and you're far enough away from your subject so that you can frame the subject, and you get this right under his mouth, and you try to keep it out of the shot, and you'll get a good quality audio. I've done this for years, and I've had a lot of good results with it. The other thing I want to talk about is just when you're interviewing somebody to think about, because you're a one-man band, you're a director in the field, right? You've got you're shooting and you're asking the questions, right? You're doing the interview, and what you want to do when you're interviewing somebody, the most important thing when you're interviewing is listening. Listen to your subject, ask the question, and listen. And don't interrupt. And just let your subject go. And when he stops, wait for a second. Because quite often when you're interviewing somebody, when they finish a thought, if you don't ask them anything, they might keep going. And they might even expand on that thought, or they might get into another area. So listen and don't interrupt, and that's how you'll get the information that you want. And then then you'll ask your other questions. If you're not getting what you think you want, or what you think is germane to your topic, you can try to redirect the question a few times. But people are smart. They'll give you what they're going to give you, and if you can't get it, in the interest of cooperation with your subject, just move on to something else and ask a different question. But the key is to listen. I've seen, even if you're in a big hurry shooting news, I've seen so many reporters when I'm watching news, and the subject he'll be just about to really get to the very heart of the matter, and the reporter will interrupt him, and it makes me so mad, because I know the reporter's not listening to his subject. So listen. If you're doing a corporate type of video, of course, your subject is going to know the information, and he's going to, he's going to control what he wants to give you. He's going to know the information. It's for his business or whatever. But just help him as much as you can. If you think he can do it better, do a retake. If you think he missed something, you want to be informed on his subject. If you think he missed something, get him to do a retake or whatever. But even for a corporate video, this technique works quite well if you can't afford a wireless mic. The other thing I like about this is it's quick, and you can really cover a lot of ground. I'm shooting a documentary right now, and I was on location on a mountaintop, and I think I did 4 or 5 interviews in the course of about 20 or 30 minutes. So you can really cover a lot of ground with that if you're not hooking up a wireless mic and things like that. So there you go. Just some ideas for interview techniques. I think that'll help you. I hope it does. So thanks for watching. And we've talked a lot about shooting, and I've tried to give you some real basic ideas about shooting. The biggest thing is just get out there and do some shooting and practice. A really good exercise is to edit your own footage, and then you'll really find out what's working and what's not working when you actually get down to edit it, when you're doing the editing. So try that. I think I'm going to move on to lighting in the next couple of episodes. I'm going to talk about some basic lighting techniques. I'm going to show you some tricks, some things that you can do with natural light and easy setups, in the studio. Right with this thing here, I'm using a window as a fill, and I'm using just a cheap work light with a 500 halogen as my key light. So next time, we're going to start talking about some lighting. So thanks for watching, guys. Check my channel out, check my website. I've got a lot of pretty eclectic videos, environmental stuff, some great music videos from Vancouver Island Music Fest and other Vancouver Island musicians. So thanks for watching, and keep checking back. I'll be adding more to professional video production on a shoestring budget. So I'll see you next time.